day.
Alliance table, show me.
I want to see the Alliance map.
Grant Bridge Essir. Oxenford. Wincestre eligible, suggested power to
Hytham received a message from Winchester, from someone calling himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Your hidden ally. Very interesting. More targets, I assume.
Yes. So what do you think? Could it be a trap?
As a West Saxon stronghold, Winchester will be a rather unwelcome place for you. But that is nothing you cannot handle. If you go, do not go boldly.
I will pledge to Wincestre.
I will make my way to Winchester. The letter asked me to meet a man in white at a house of God, and then recite this phrase. When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly cometh wisdom.
A passage from their holy book, I believe. Interesting. Go with care.
That was easy.
If an evil man brings you biscuits, do you give them to your children?
I would not let good food go to waste.
I would let my children starve. A serpent's gift will always end in malice.
Sweet from evil remains sweet, even if it crumbles quickly in their hands.
Find and speak to the man in white.
What's this?
Find and speak to the man in white.
Dane treads the cobbles of God's house, in search of Christ's redemption, I hope.
Your Christ can wait his turn. It is you I've come to see.
Is that so?
When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom. You know these words, and you know why I speak them.
I do, but I am not yet satisfied that you are the one for the task ahead. As Jesus said unto Thomas, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Speak the deeds of Christ in order. Only then will you cometh unto my Lord.
Charisma level 4. Take me as I am, a lowly pagan. Where can I learn of his deeds?
If I must dance to your tune, tell me where to step.
In books one may find such wisdom. We had many in England, before the Danes burned our churches. A few yet remain nearby. Or perhaps a more pious soul in need of charity will reward you with a lesson.
Charisma level 4. Take where
I have nothing for you now, but I will return.
find the answer to the Christian test.
There God brings them
story,
light,
dress
just
circle
as Baldur
close on
does.
the mountain.
Light
He
as
walked
bright
with his
as the summer
disciples.
sun.
His face shone like the sun, and his clothes became as white as the light. Find the answer to the Christian test. Resurrection story. Dress circle
Nice
close
trick,
at his tomb
not
where
easily
she
done.
and an angel appeared asking them why they look for the living among the dead. He has risen. That
Bathed
isn't
in the
story.
river,
Rest circle
so a
floats
gentle
for
wash
God's
brings them
spirit breathes
closer
on
to
the
their
water,
God.
and in the Jordan River, Jesus was cleansed of all sin.
Speak the deeds of Christ in order.
There is no level for take me as I am, a lowly pagan. He was cleansed in the river.
God breathed on the water, and in the Jordan River, he was cleansed of all sin.
His baptism.
His face shone like the sun. They did not find him when they looked.
The women came with offerings, but they could not find him when they looked among the dead.
His resurrection.
His face shone like the sun.
On the mountain his face shone like the sun, and he became light.
His transfiguration. Thou art weighed in the balances and found wanting. Perhaps you should try again. Speak his story in order.
There is no level for take me as I. He was cleansed in the river.
God breathed on the water, and in the Jordan River, he was cleansed of all sin.
His baptism.
His face shone like the sun.
On the mountain his face shone like the sun, and he became light.
His transfiguration.
They did not find him when they looked.
The women came with offerings, but they could not find him when they looked among the dead.
His resurrection. And Jesus said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness. Well spoken.
Are the riddles done?
That is not for me to decide, for I am not the one who summoned you. If you follow, I will lead you to him.
I solved your riddle. Now all I get is silence. Who am I to meet?
Shh. Even a fool, when he keeps silent, is considered wise.
Yet men become wise by speaking with other men. They grow foolish when keeping to silence.
Hush! Your prattling offends God's ears. We're here.
May Christ, whose terror scares away the foul throngs, make with me a strong covenant. Was God's lesson instructive?
Your God feareth as mine do.
Do all the priests in Winchester have this same skill for drama? You risk your life, Alfred King.
I have invited you here to speak on equal terms. Do the Dane laws of hospitality not apply in Wessex?
You gifted my Jarl to that whelp from the Order of Ancients, the warrior Fulke.
Fulke was an enemy of Wessex. But it seems someone has already removed her threat from my lands.
If you did not hear it was me, you have now.
Impressive. The Order of Ancients has surely been crippled by her loss.
How much do you know of this order?
Only this and little more. This letter, signed by one who calls himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ, warns of a plot against my life.
The gallows, the quill, the Sikhs. 3 men eager to kill you.
2 now. The Bishop Aelfirth is dead. He was the Sikhs, so far as I can tell.
And a humble servant of your god. That must sting.
Still, his death has strengthened Christian fellowship in Winchester. I pray the deaths of his colleagues will do the same.
Your God is not strong enough. Why would you trust me?
You have faced warriors like me many times before, and many times you have lost or been cheated. Why trust me now?
I have men in London and Jorvik. Men who send me reports on the rise and fall of the tides of war. Not long ago, men and women of some influence were murdered in those places. In oddly specific circumstances. When I received this letter from our poor fellow soldier, it did not take long to work out why. I don't know your motive, nor what you hope to gain. All I ask is that you finish the work you have begun, before these fallen souls infest England further.
I should let the Order kill you. It would speed our conquest of England.
You may remove the organs of state. The cancer will remain.
Then promise me a reward I can sing about. A healthy king's weight in silver.
Very well. As much as you can carry. This morning, my Reeve, Goodwin, was not at his post.
A man you trust.
Goodwin was following the clues given in this letter when he disappeared.
Where was he last seen?
At his house, by the west gate. You may find something there. Eivor, compose yourself while you are my guest. My city is not a battlefield.
Not yet, great king, but the day will come.
Stones on him arresting Alfred's man. Who rules in Winchester anyway? Is Alfred king or not?
Well, you ain't, that's for sure. So keep your mouth shut
Investigate
and
Goodwin's
do as you're
house.
told.
Shut your mouth, yeah?
Goodwin gone. The guards sniffing around. So where would they have taken him?
Investigate Goodwin's house.
Papers thrown in the fire.
Press circle
Goodwin
plus
covering
you
his
have been
tracks.
thorn in my
Other
side
guards
long
destroying
enough.
evidence.
Goodwin, cease your snooping, or I will use my considerable influence to lock you in the garrison. Not even your feeble king will save you then. The gallows. Investigate Goodwin's house.
Broken bowls, food scattered. They took him by force. There must be a garrison in the city. A violent struggle with the guards. They must have taken him to Winchester's garrison.
World.
God won't let us lose. You're gonna die.
Oh, am I?
Put the arrow in the dog.
Find and rescue Goodwin.
I'll keep the rat busy. Curse you.
Ooh, that's a horrible way to go. Who else wants some? Who else wants some of Debo?
Die now. Out of options, dog.
No.
Come, brothers. Let's end this.
What brothers? What brothers?
Your life for that. You're like a lame mule.
Find and rescue Goodwin.
Blindside, idiot.
I need
Find and
help!
rescue Goodwin.
Sweet Christ, over here!
Find and rescue Goodwin.
I'm felling trees, chiseling rock from the earth, and for what? To build more prisons for men who steal apples.
They gonna let you stay in there with your axe? Come on. It's not smart. And you gonna just run off.
Help! Help!
Bless, I was starving. My baby son close to death. Would you not steal to save your child?
Okay.
I'm looking for the Reeve.
Selwyn? That bastard said I stole an apple. He'll see me hang for it.
Not Selwyn. Reeve Goodwin was arrested not long ago.
Alfred's man? Arrested? Now that's as funny as a dose of the pox. Seems no one is free in Winchester.
walls and thicker guards.
Is it? No, here's a mistake. You think you can beat me. Together what?
God damn you! I'll have to try that myself.
Try what yourself?
Thick walls and thicker guards. A place to keep a valuable man.
Find and rescue Goodwin. Find and rescue Goodwin. Find and rescue Goodwin. Find and rescue Goodwin. Find and rescue Goodwin.
A Dane in Winchester? These are strange times.
King Alfred sent me, pleading from his bended knee to find someone.
I know Alfred well enough to spot a bloody lie when I hear it. If he did send you, he was standing tall and proud.
That he was, and you are the man I've come to find, Goodwin. Do you know why?
If I had one guess, to find these heretics from the Order of Ancients, and bury them so deep, even God would need a shovel.
So where do we start digging?
My research should help us. If they haven't burned it already, it'll be somewhere nearby.
I will find your research. Now go before they find their wolf has fled his cage. Let's regroup beyond the walls! Goodwin's research against the Order of Ancients.
Press circle close. I have arranged to meet Harold at the tavern under the cover of darkness. He was terrified when I approached him in the open, eyes darting left and right, as if he thought the very walls were watching us. Harold did not come. I waited for more than an hour, and when I went to his home near the Minster, the place was torn apart, his belongings gone. Four others came forward with information on the gallows, identity, and all four have met a horrible end. Two were hanged in the square on petty charges. One was found dead, allegedly after a drunken brawl. Another has fled. The two who were hanged. The gallows must be another Reeve. I am sure of it. Only we have the power to judge the people of Wincestre. He, the gallows, is a public figure. He outwardly opposes Alfred's reforms. I do not dare write my suspicions here. The research continues for many.
I am grateful for your help.
It is a brazen move to arrest Alfred's favorite Reeve.
This so-called order are nothing but deviled shit peddlers.
Shit peddlers who have wormed their way into every crevasse of your country. They are dangerous.
I didn't catch your name, did I?
Eivor, of the Raven clan. Scourge of Mercia, if that name does not rattle some recognition.
Well, Eivor, when our three heretics smolder on a heap of ash, we'll down a cup of ale together and share our distaste of Mercians like old friends.
Alfred believes the Skeeks is dead. What can you tell me of the quill? Alfred believes the sixth is dead.
Alfred believes at least one is dead. Your Bishop Aelfirth was the sixth.
Bugger. Half of Winchester is in mourning for that nun-groper.
Alfred believes the sixth is dead.
One calls himself the Quill. Are words his weapons?
There were rumors of letters nailed up around Winchester. It may be that one of these can tell us more.
Alfred believes the sixth is dead. What do you know of the
The gallows. What do you know of him?
Must be another Reeve, I'm sure of it. Only we have the power to mete out justice, and this one would walk with cocksure righteousness.
The gallows had you arrested, so he must command the law.
Reeve Selwyn? Of course. That hedge pig has brought down laws like a hammer on Winchester, executing sinners on spurious charges in the square.
Could it be another?
He's the man. He's the only one who fits. End his terror, Eivor.
Good people of Winchester, open your eyes. See how Alfred's lofty ideals are weighed down in this mire of human effluence. These prisoners before you do not live by Alfred's laws. They live above them. They wallow in shit, only guided by their own perversity. Hubert here, his wits addled by ale, spoke false of Bishop Aelfirth, our pious servant of Winchester, who even now lies cold in his grave shroud.
Aelfirth was no man of God. He'll burn for his sins.
Your wife is obeying shrew, Hubert. Is there a man here who has not supped rancid mead from her cup?
When will your work be done, Selwyn? When all of Winchester falls to your justice?
Oh, let me at him.
Winchester has passed judgment, Hubert. May God have mercy on your cankerous soul.
Come on, let me go save the man.
You cannot steal and be welcome at our hearth. You cannot slander and keep your tongue. You cannot walk freely through our streets, mocking our laws, our king's edicts. And so I ask, who has the right to determine the fate of the perverse, if not the goodly people of Winchester? I am but your humble servant. Harlotry and defamation. May God have mercy on your pock-marked soul. Perverter of justice. Who dares execute the king's noose?
It is not in Alfred's name that you carry out your work. You are the Order's executioner.
You peer through the veil, but you do not see clearly. Aelfred's laws are a slave's fever dream. He offers shit-soaked beggars a seat at his table, where the meek devour the strong,
Who best to judge the fate of the wretched many, if not the strong and worthy few?
To protect your people, you must sheathe your hand in an iron glove. You grind your heels into the backs of freedmen, not those who deserve it.
The Order condemns all men to pain. For all men are but a shadow of the perfection we should know. The perfection of the Ancient Ones.
You are only a man, Reeve. One dead branch on a fast-dying tree.
What?
There is no longer freedom in Winchester.
None are safe from his blade.
Can't hold out much longer. We keep our wits about us. Knock the idiots down. Lumber into your fate.
Like a young King Alfred. He'll crack his head like
The cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. Does Magister Batter not teach you the scriptures?
Magister Batter is a horse's dangles.
And here is the axe I used to swat a fly.
You have ventured from your burrow.
And you have plunged my city into chaos. I had hoped you would use the lessons of your subtler gods.
We have no subtle gods.
If the gallows is truly dead, perhaps we can allow cautious revelry?
I did only what you asked.
I did only what I agreed to, Alfred. If your crown now weighs heavy, I would gladly take it from you.
Forgive my outburst. God sowed in me a passion, but English prose is an instrument long out of tune.
We all want better for our people, don't we, Eivor? Yours and ours.
The quill remains. What do we know?
The decay of learning has been gentle in Wessex. We enjoy the office of wise men, but we have neglected the study of wisdom.
The quill preys on this lapse.
Someone disagrees with your reforms, Alfred, and he is calling the children to arms.
Now we know why so many children scurry through the streets, feral and untutored.
I can talk to some, see where they lead me.
Good. Find me at the alehouse when you're done. And try not to scare the piss from any of them.
We Norse are the monsters of your Saxon mother's bedtime tales. I promise nothing. I see you, child. Come.
The bad Reeve, Selwyn. I saw you punish him in the square.
He hurt many people.
Yes. He hurt my mother to death. Then took her good luck charm. Perhaps you found it? A little carved tree. It is all I have to remember her by.
Money, I have money for you. 115. I found no charm.
I found no charm, lucky or otherwise.
A bit of silver then? For my troubles.
It would not have the same value, would it?
You ugly Dane! May God curse you with boils on your face!
Spry, little mouse. Will you lead me to your quill?
Heaven will swallow the smoke of Aelfred's pyre.
Get off me, you oaf!
Stop struggling and give back that apple.
Apple? I didn't swallow nothing! Get your hands off me, cow breath!
Cow breath, you little street rat.
Jump, little... No! Get off! Someone help me!
Question the children about the quill.
You there, little cut purse.
Keep your beak out, nosy! I'm starving!
Question the children about the quill.
Godspeed! You'll set Wincestre ablaze!
Roly-poly mutton man, you can't catch me!
God help me. I'd rather be shoveling dung in Malvern again.
Jump, flea, jump! Stop it, you grumpkin! If he falls, God will punish you!
Heartfelt love poem. Press circle plus. I am so lucky in love.
Like a young King Alfred. He'll crack his head like a fresh hen's egg.
What see you, old friend?
He's going to fall! Oh, my days, I can't look! You again? You should mind your own beeswax.
Elwyn, is it? You wield fire like the flaming Jotnar.
It was burning when I found it. Hot days like this, things just go whoosh. Well? Oi! Wigbert! You great moon calf!
Hand it over, Alwyn. We saw your little shadow take it. What you looking at?
Pack something hobgoblin.
I'm not sure. Looks like an old lady's been rolling in shit with all the other ugly sows. A hug and a dress, maybe?
Oh, you dirty little slut.
Make me do the hard part.
Oh. So you think you hot stuff now, huh? Come on. Come on. Yep. That's what I thought. Okay. I give you credit. Kinda good. Oh, too slow.
I'm surrounded by idiots!
You gotta do better than that to get me. What are you doing? Okay. Now you get on my nerves.
Speak with the girl.
That showed them.
Trouble seems to follow you.
And I wriggle out of it like a slippery eel. Why are you following me?
What did you steal?
I'm looking for the quill, so I'm asking you, his little worker bees.
Us? Working for the quill? Shows what you know.
Is that so?
I am innocent as a lamb. They were the quill's thugs and you killed them. Wouldn't want to be in your boots.
It sounds like you owe me your life.
This one's brave and strong. Might be able to help us.
So you're not working for the quill?
We steal to stay alive and out of the quill's clutches.
But you know where I can find him.
They come up from the sewers like rats. Go on, give him what you took. Maybe he can save us.
Aqui.
Good luck, Dane. Try not to get maimed and all that.